Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson with 13 News Now. We are going to get right into the potential for severe weather that we have across the area for today. So what we're talking about is the potential of a strong cold front that will roll through the area. Now, what we do know is that this front will bring us a huge drop in temperatures between Monday afternoon and Tuesday afternoon. We're talking at least a 20-degree temperature drop area wide. But the one thing we're really watching for is the potential for some strong to severe storms, and it looks more and more likely that we will see those strong to severe storms late Monday into early Tuesday morning as this front progresses towards our area. The reason why our confidence is building is because the Storm Prediction Center is getting a better handling on timing and intensity, and so our severe weather risk has gone up. If you don't know how to determine what the Storm Prediction Center is saying about the different types of levels, I just did a weather explainer, which you can find on 13newsnow.com, explaining what the 5 levels from the Storm Prediction Center are and what criteria need to be met for them to issue those levels. A level 1 out of 5 risk is the lowest risk. Level 2 is your low to medium. Level 3 is a medium risk. Level 4 is a medium to high risk. And level 5 is your extreme or high risk for severe weather, for the most intense and most likelihood of very strong to severe thunderstorms. So let's get into the forecast. A weather impact alert is in effect for us as we get into your Monday night into your Tuesday morning. Now, with this system, what we're going to see is the potential for gusty winds, tornadoes. We also will see the potential for some hail in this case. So what you need to do during this time is stay close to the forecast. We're going to see some of that really coming through, especially as we do more weather streams between now and 7 p.m. today with meteorologist Hunter Forst. We will also see some more of that on-air presence as we get into Monday as well. Make sure to watch our daily weather stream that happens at 9 a.m. every day across the area. So we talk about everything from where the storm has been and what the storm will do for us. So just make sure that you're prepared for that. So across our area for today, what we're talking about are gusty winds that will be as breezy as maybe 20 to 25 miles per hour. So today will be what will be a beautiful day, but as we get into tomorrow, that's when things really start to deteriorate. So here's the biggest update that we have from the Storm Prediction Center, and this is a level 3 out of 5 risk. You can see how as the colors get a little darker, then it shows the intensity of the storms will be a little bit higher. Everyone in Hampton Roads and northeastern North Carolina are included in this level 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Middle Peninsula, you are also included. The Eastern Shore, Northern Neck, you are not included, but you are still in a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Now, I will give you what the Storm Prediction Center is directly saying about this system. Again, all severe weather types are possible. I will say that when it comes to the damaging wind threat, that's much higher as you get into central North Carolina, all throughout South Carolina, and through most of Georgia and into central Alabama. But what the Storm Prediction Center is basically saying is that this cold front and strong upper level system on top of it will be reaching the Atlantic coast as we get into the Monday time frame and a Tuesday morning. Thunderstorms will be possible. We will have a good amount of energy. We also will have wind shear, which is turning of wind direction and speed with height as you go up in the atmosphere. And then we also will have a good amount of moisture that will be available to tap into. But really damaging winds are the main threat, but there is a potential for hail. Tornadoes will be likely as well, especially as you get into that orange area once again. So we could see some rotation. But again, the main threat is going to be those damaging winds for us here in Hampton Roads, but cannot rule out a tornado or some hail. So this is what the system is doing now. It's over in parts of the Midwest. As you see, that low pressure system center is between Iowa in Wisconsin and Illinois. And in these areas, you're seeing some of that rainfall coming down. The cold front that's going to be rolling through our area, draped through much of Missouri, bringing some showers and a few storms there as well. So we're seeing some rain coming through in parts of Missouri. That's near Rolla, Missouri, near St. Louis, up through Quincy, and then Davenport as well. So the Midwest is where we're seeing a lot of those showers coming through. But this is going to be an area where we will see some of that severe weather potential today. So there is a level 3 out of 5 risk as well for places around the Midwest today. And now we'll show you that right now. Severe storms are possible in that orange area that spans from extreme eastern Texas all the way up through the Mid-South, including Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi, places just around Birmingham, up through Tennessee and Kentucky, through Cincinnati, just south of Chicago, and up into the Great Lakes. This is a very large area, and the same with ours too. Our area is very large when it comes to how big the level 3 risk is as well. So what we'll do today in terms of watching and forecasting is that we will be watching this system as it progresses through this gigantic area from the Great Lakes down to the Gulf to see whether it produces severe weather consistently, if it doesn't produce as much, and what types of severe weather it will produce. A lot of times these storms have a history of repeating themselves as they progress through the days, and so we like to watch what's happening downstream so that we can see what's going to potentially come our direction. So our eyes are on this big orange area throughout the Mid-South, through the Great Lakes, down into eastern Texas today. So again, this is where this low pressure system is now, bringing potential for severe weather to our area tomorrow, but to the Midwest, to the Gulf states today. This morning we had a few morning showers, but most of that has tapered off. You'll see here that even though satellite is showing some rain in our area, our local radar based out in Wakefield, Virginia at the National Weather Service is showing that there's no showers on land at this point, only a few showers offshore. Any showers that we had today have pretty much ended. We will be mainly dry today, with a few clouds clearing through the afternoon. So we won't say goodbye to the sunlight just yet. We will see a few breaks in the clouds during the afternoon. We also will see some isolated gusts today, not as breezy as yesterday, but still seeing some recent wind gusts around 1108, as high as 15 to 25 miles per hour around the peninsulas, especially as you get into Newport News and Williamsburg. Now, as we get in the south side, we've seen some higher gusts. Recent wind gusts as high as about 22 at Naval Station Norfolk, and also in Virginia Beach and Portsmouth, wind gusts as high as about 21 miles per hour. In northeastern North Carolina, we're seeing some wind gusts, not as strong as the south side or peninsulas, but wind gusts as high as about 18 to 19 miles per hour. So it could be breezy at times. Today will still be a very pleasant day. It just won't be as sunny. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s and lower 70s for this mid-morning to late morning. By the early afternoon, we're going to climb to the middle 70s to the upper 70s. We'll have that southwest wind, and that will pull in a really warm air mass. And so that's why temperatures will again be 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Our normal high temperature for this time of year is 64 to 65 degrees. Now, something that I've noticed being here in Hampton Roads for almost 2 years now is that these south winds really help these temperatures to overperform. So yesterday, we forecast a high of 80, 82, and we beat that by a couple of degrees because these south winds could be so warm. So when you see temperatures on this map in the upper 70s, we may actually break into the lower 80s because these strong south winds have a consistently, since I've been here for the past 2 years, consistently pulled in much warmer air than the forecast models are saying. So I would not be surprised if we hit 80 degrees again today and tomorrow. By the afternoon and evening, we may see a couple of showers developing, a few pop-ups here and there, but nothing really to worry about. We're going to see temperatures still in the upper 70s. And then by tonight, we're going to see temperatures dropping off slightly to those upper 60s and lower 70s. So if you're heading out today will be a great day to do so. Here's a live look from Town Point Park. This is in downtown Norfolk, and you can see people heading to the cruise port, getting ready for their vacation. But you can also see the mix of some lower level clouds, some upper level clouds, about how cloudy it is outside right now. But regardless if they're going to the port or leaving the port, you can see there's a lot of people outside, and they're most likely enjoying it. From my view, I can tell people are in short sleeves. It's just a really nice day outside. So I would recommend going outside. The problem is you may get a headache or a runny nose or some itchy eyes, itchy throat, because we are expecting extreme pollen levels again this afternoon. Now, we do have a new pollinator, a new main pollinator in this mix. Maple is now in this mix for us as one of the main pollinators contributing to this very high tree pollen count. Juniper, maple, and birch are going to be your main tree pollinators for today. We're going to be in that extreme range. Because conditions have been mainly dry over the past few days, the tree pollen count continues to go up. So we were in the extreme range yesterday, but the tree pollen levels will be even higher this afternoon. So make sure that you are, 1, drinking plenty of water, 2, taking allergy medicine, 3, if you have severe allergies, you may want to wear a mask if you head outside. The tree pollen is that bad, and right now it is giving my car a temporary yellow paint job. Now, a weather impact alert, again, is in effect for Monday and parts of Monday and parts of Tuesday. After sunset Monday through just before sunrise on Tuesday. So Futurecast through the next 48 hours will show you that we'll have increasing cloud cover late tonight into early tomorrow morning, and we'll have some morning showers. So our normal heaviest commute times or rush hour is around 6 p.m., so we could see some rain as we're starting to see the traffic get a little bit heavier. So definitely make sure to give yourself some extra time to head to work, or if you have to drop those kids off early for school, that they have some extra time, or that you have extra time to get them ready, dressed, and out the door in what could be a little bit of some slick and rainy conditions. We'll see the rain tapering off by 8:30 to 9 a.m. Temperatures overnight will stay in the lower to middle 60s. By 8:30 to 9 will be in the middle to upper 60s. That south wind and the cloud cover combined help to keep us warm and insulated, and that's why temperatures overnight will not fall very far. A few pop-up showers throughout the afternoon, and then we'll see some clearing. And the most important thing about this is what I want to show you right about here. There's 2 things that could happen here. Well, really 3. Scenario 1 is that we see very clear skies through the afternoon, and that helps to fuel a lot of energy. For storms to get going, they do need energy, and a lot of the energy we do get is from the sun. And so the more solar heating you have, the more energy the storms have to tap into. So during the afternoon, if we see a big break in those clouds and a lot of sunshine comes through and temperatures rise to the upper 70s and lower 80s, then the storms that roll through after sunset will have some heat to tap into, even though it will be a setting sun. Scenario 2 is that the cloud cover sticks around from the morning and we get shielded from a lot of that heat. That will keep us on the cooler side and allow for thus less energy to be used, because there's not really much to begin with for those storms, which is, in most severe weather cases, is what we wish for in a severe weather forecast, because we want to limit that severe weather potential. That and timing are the 2 main important factors into how intense storms may be. Again, storms that roll through after sunset have less energy to tap into. If these storms roll through during the daytime, we'd be talking maybe a higher threat for severe weather. Scenario 3 is that, yes, we do see some breaks in the clouds, But we also see some showers develop ahead of the main line. If we see some rain developing ahead of that main line, that could take away some of the energy that would have been reserved for the storms later. So we'll watch and see. We do have from our Futurecast graph, and I will show you our high resolution model, that the differences between them, but it does show a few showers both on both models developing before that main line, but not really enough to take away a lot of that energy, and both of them do see some clearing in the skies. But regardless, upper 70s on Monday, and then we'll see some storms developing after sunset. Now, this is a news update from the graph model that just came in about an hour or so ago, and it shows a much different story than this morning, showing what will be a potential cluster or line of some storms that rolls through late. That was about 10 o'clock through 3 a.m. on Tuesday, continuing with some of that heavier rainfall through about 4 to 5 a.m. before tapering off just before the heart of rush hour on Tuesday morning. That is one model. I will show you the next one in just a second. But that pushes the timing just back a little further. And that's why confidence in the potential for severe weather is medium to high, but timing is low to medium on that confidence scale. By Tuesday around noon, we'll see much drier conditions as a north wind pulls in that cooler, drier air. So we'll see that sharp drop in temperatures from the morning time. We'll see temperatures Tuesday afternoon at best in the upper 50s maybe at best. I'm thinking lower to middle 50s. So this is going to be falling temperatures on Tuesday. And it will be breezy. Wind gusts could be as high as about 20 to 30 miles per hour on Tuesday. So severe weather threats, damaging winds, medium. Hail is low. Tornadoes, low to medium, and street flooding is low. Now, the reason why street flooding is low is because this will be a fairly quickly moving system. Even though it will dump some pretty heavy rainfall in some areas, it just moves so quickly that a lot of that rain won't be able to be piled up on top of each other as much. Now, in poor drainage areas, this could be a small issue of some localized street flooding. So be careful in places like the infamous Ghent. I've gotten stuck there before where it was just a run-of-the-mill thunderstorm, a summertime thunderstorm that produced really heavy rainfall over a short amount of time, and Ghent just completely started to flood. So be careful for that on Monday night into Tuesday morning, especially as you're heading into work. Okay, let's take a look at the high resolution rapid refresh. This is one of our other models. What I like about this model is that it is a very short range model. It only goes out 48 hours. The shorter range the model is, the more accurate it is. And what we call the HRRR, the high resolution rapid refresh, is that it's very consistent and does a really good job of forecasting because, again, you're dealing with a much shorter time frame. So I'm actually, here we go. Yes, here we go. The clouds just populated on the graphic. But this is Sunday evening, and maybe a few isolated showers through the evening time, tapering off, but strong winds from the south up to gusts of about 25 miles per hour. Temperatures overnight in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Begin to Monday morning, a few isolated showers, and then Monday morning as you're heading into work, temperatures in those middle 60s. By the late morning to the early afternoon, it's not showing any type of convection, which is just thunderstorm potential, like thunderstorms or rain in the area. Temperature is still in those middle to upper 70s, and it's showing that temperatures may just stay in the upper 70s, getting close to 80 degrees on Monday. Again, it's very breezy on Monday ahead of that system. Wind gusts as high is about 25 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour then as well. But this is showing some lines of some stronger storms rolling through. This is around 7 p.m. when they approach the I-95 corridor, and this is around 8 o'clock when they knock on our first doorsteps of our western areas. This is Tappahannock, West Point, Wakefield, and Franklin. And also I want to point out where you're seeing some of that bowing. So like think of a bow and arrow. You know how a bow is curved. We like to look at that bowing parts of this broken line of showers and thunderstorms. That could produce some gustier winds. That's kind of a telltale sign of some stronger winds that may be coming through the area. That is Monday, 8:15. As we roll through Monday, 9:15, you're still seeing some of those heavier downpours, some storms coming through. And continuing through 11 p.m. on Monday night through Tuesday. Sorry, just went a little fast. So this is Monday, 11:45 p.m., seeing some heavier rainfall still coming through, continuing through 1:30, 2:30, and then tapering off by about 4 a.m. We may see a couple isolated showers behind that main line in the front, but once that front clears your area, your severe weather potential will be over for Monday night into Tuesday morning. Now, what I want to reiterate and what I want to bring to your attention, especially those who are just now joining the stream or you've been listening in and out, is that this is a nighttime event. And so what you really need to do is be prepared. You need to make sure that you are paying attention to the weather, and if you have to go to sleep, which is completely normal, of course, make sure that you have multiple ways to receive weather alerts just in case we do have a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning. Remember, warning means that the threat is imminent and that you need to seek shelter. In the case of what happened with the Perquimans County tornado, that was 3 a.m. And so things like that can happen very late at night or very early in the morning when it's dark and no one is awake. So just make sure that you have multiple ways to receive weather alerts. You can download our 13 News Now app on your mobile device, and we can also send you push alerts when we have information on active storms. But also another good way is to have a NOAA weather radio or have your TV at least on the volume up, so in case an EAS alert comes across your TV and starts to speak, that you hear at least the warning bells or you hear the voice saying seek shelter. So be careful. This is Tuesday morning around 10 a.m. We're seeing some clearing in the clouds, temperatures in the lower to middle 50s, possibly some upper 60s, still hanging on Tuesday morning. But then again, we're going to see those temperatures kind of staying in those lower to middle 50s during the afternoon. So falling temperatures after what will be a fairly warm morning on Tuesday, warm and rainy and stormy. So that's the high resolution, just to compare it again. Timing's off because this says the storm's knocking on our door around 7:30 p.m. on Monday. And then the graph model says most of those storms will hold off until about 10 p.m. on Monday. So that's why we have a pretty big range of about 12 hours, well, really 10 hours on that weather impact alert from 8 p.m. Monday into 6 a.m. on Tuesday. We will get much more refined as this system comes through and gets closer to our area tonight into early tomorrow morning, so we can really nail down that timeline for you, because of course we want you to be prepared and give you the most accurate information we can. But remember, weather models are always changing, and so we are going to make sure you have the latest. Overall, from this system, we could pick up anywhere from half an inch of rainfall to an inch of rainfall. Some areas across Hampton Roads in northeastern North Carolina could pick up as high as 2 inches of rainfall with some heavier downpours. It looks like the newest update to this rainfall model shows that there may be a swath of 1 to 2 inch rainfall on the extreme south side into extreme northeastern North Carolina, right around the Virginia-North Carolina border. So we'll see where those rainfall totals lie. But again, generally expect half an inch to an inch of rainfall. Any rain that we do get will be beneficial. We are underneath abnormally dry conditions in parts of the northern neck, Accomack County, into the south side and northeastern North Carolina. That's your bright yellow color. in that tan color, we're around the Albemarle Sound, so Elizabeth City, Ahoskie, Eatonton, down through Rocky Mount. That is a moderate drought. So we really want to try to break through the drought as much as possible. It has been fairly dry over the past week or so. So this rain will help to break through that. While we encourage rain, of course, we do not want severe weather. So we try to make sure that you see both sides of this coin, that yes, we need the rain, we need the drought, but at the same time, we're also preparing you, or we need the rain for the drought, but we're also preparing you for the instance of severe weather that may be possible across this area. I do want to give you one more look at what we're talking about. Again, a level 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather is in place all the way from northern Virginia and central Virginia through Hampton Roads and northeastern North Carolina, tracking all the way down I-85 and then into the I-20 corridor as well, from Atlanta to Birmingham, where we're seeing the potential for some strong to severe storms. Numerous severe thunderstorms are possible. All modes of severe weather are possible, from gusty winds to tornadoes to hail. So please stay weather aware Monday night into Tuesday morning. Again, this will be a nighttime event, whether that's closer to sunset through Monday night, or whether that's really in the heart of the night around 10 p.m. through early Tuesday morning. Again, we will start to refine the timing of this system as we get closer to tomorrow. But again, a weather impact alert is in effect from Monday around 8 p.m. through 6 p.m. on Tuesday. To put that more in like a visual perspective, this is sunset Monday into sunrise Tuesday. So we are going to see that potential for strong to severe storms during this time. What you may see are especially gusty winds. We also could see the potential for a few tornadoes and some hail. So stay close to the forecast. Make sure that you're watching us here on our 13 News Now Plus app, our 13 News Now app on your mobile device, on air at 13 News Now, and then online at 13newsnow.com. You can always rewatch our forecast across the area. We also have a 24/7 weather stream ongoing that shows you live radar, current temperatures, and the forecast, so you can get the latest information on what you need to know. Now, the last thing you need to know is what's going on over the next 7 days beyond this weather impact alert. Well, today, again, try to get out. We'll see a few breaks in the clouds, temperatures in the upper 70s, and maybe a sprinkle during the afternoon. Weather impact alert for Monday night through Tuesday morning. After that, we'll see temperatures falling to the 50s during the afternoon with clearing conditions, but also windy. Wind gusts as high as about 25 to 30 miles per hour on Tuesday once that front passes. Wednesday, we'll see some sunshine coming through. Temperatures starting off in the upper 40s. That's right near normal. The afternoon will be right near normal. In the middle 60s. So starting off this second day of April on what will be a very average April day. But then temperatures rise drastically. Lower 80s Thursday and Friday with increasing cloud cover and increasing rain chances. So by Friday, we're talking scattered showers in the area. And then temperatures, again, in those lower 80s. This is going to be ahead of our next system that will spark the potential for some severe weather for parts of the central U.S. Here, not outlined in a severe weather outlook at this point as of about 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, March the 30th. But this front looks to stall, and a stalled front pulls in a lot of moisture. So I'm expecting this rain to continue from Friday through next weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures with the cloud cover and that rain will fall to the middle 70s over the weekend, in the upcoming weekend. So thank you so much for joining me today for our weather impact alert stream. Meteorologist Hunter Force will be back at 7 p.m. with the latest updates from the Storm Prediction Center, from our models, and what you need to know here locally between timing, impacts, and what you need to do to stay safe. Make sure again to download our 13 News Now Plus app on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TVs today. It's free, and you can rewatch our streams, you can rewatch our forecasts, and any weather knowledge that you need to know ahead of the severe weather. Also, download our 13 News Now Plus, our 13 News Now app on your mobile device, so you can see the local radar and also get alerts sent straight to your phone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson for 13 News Now. Meteorologist Hunter Forrest will join you at 7 p.m. Have a great day.